Heyo, how's it going, guys? So here we have the third kit in the HG Build Divers line, the GMIII Beam Master. While it is the third kit, it's actually marked 002 because, of course, we had the H2 Magnum as 001, but then we had the 00 Diver as 000. Anyway, numbering aside, this looks like a pretty cool kit. It's based on, of course, the GM3, a kit that I've heard good things about, but I've never actually built. So this will be a good way, sort of, to kind of check out that kit, and I may end up getting just a regular GM3 HG kit someday down the line, but anyway, I do think that this new version of it also looks pretty cool. Some aspects of the design I like more than others. I love orange on a mobile suit. I think there may be just a little bit too much orange to this, but we'll see how it comes together. Of course, you can always paint the kit. That's always an option. These new side skirt bits here, I think, just look kind of big and clunky, a little bit look like a toy kind of, but again, we'll see how that comes together as well. And then I'm not sure how I feel about the Changeling rifle here. That's also coming out as a separate option set. I won't be reviewing that option set just because I don't really particularly like how this gun looks. I'll see how it looks on this. If for some reason my mind has changed, then I'll think about that, but I'm just not really too into the look of this weapon, I think. Also, just by the box art here, this part here looks like it's supposed to be like a Gatling gun or something, but it's cameras, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras on here, if I'm looking at that correctly, even though it looks like a Gatling gun. Anyway, it's just a goofy looking weapon overall, but some pretty standard kind of build fighters, build divers style box art here. It looks pretty cool. As always, a huge thank you to USA Gundam Store for supplying me with this kit to share with you guys. Do check the link down below. Check out their store, shop with them, support them, and use that coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10, save 10%. So yeah, on the side here we saw the number is just 002. Going down to the bottom of the box, you can see that it has the missile pods there up on the shoulders. The large missile launchers, which are originally on the side skirts of the original kit, are now moved down here onto the sides of the leg. It's an interesting thing. It does also come with just a regular beam rifle. I think I may end up preferring that. But then it does, of course, as I mentioned, come with the Changeling rifle, which can connect into the side skirts to give you this big super duper rifle, sort of like Buster Gundam looking style with just how big and long that is. It's kind of interesting looking. Over here, we just got to look at the other first releases from the HG Build Divers line. Going around to the top of the box, we've got just a nice front and back view of what the kit is going to look like, all painted up in its original color. Some information there about the Gundam, a little blurb there about the show in general, and then a list price of 1,800 yen. 1,800 yen seems pretty understandable. It's a pretty hefty HG box here. It's not small by any means. Inside, obviously, we're going to have a whole bunch of orange. Some stickers there looking not great, but not terrible either. So got some orange, some gray, a little bit of white in there for good measure. I think if I would have preferred this kit probably a lot more if they swapped the orange and the white. So yeah, if these would have been orange and then everything else just would have been white, that probably some people might have complained that's boring, too much white. I mean, we always see white mobile suits, but I think that orange looks really nice. It's just a lot of that orange, I think. So I don't know, maybe a possible idea for a custom paint scheme in the future, although we'll see about that. Anyway, here's the manual. Box right here on the top, on the bottom, some more information once again about the mobile suit as well as the pilot, Yuki, aka Yukio Hidaka. If I didn't know the name, I would question whether that is a male or a female. But I do have to say the artwork of the Gundam is looking pretty cool there with his like hand outstretched. Pretty nice artwork. And then just information there if you want to check that out. And then some information here about the mass diver, the rule-breaking divers who are causing a serious disturbance in the GBN. Okay. Back around to the back, the strategy explanation based off of the, as I mentioned, the GM3. I do think that, I think that looks better than this, but hey. Again, just more information about everything, the missile pod, the head unit, the large missile launcher, the buster binder, that's what that thing is, couldn't remember the name, the beam saber, and then the Changeling rifle. Now, I think the Changeling rifle in this kit is not going to have all the different changelings for it, but the actual Changeling rifle set, which is a separate set, will have more kind of different things that you can attach onto that. So that might be something you might be interested in. Here we have our color guide at the bottom. Interesting mixture for the orange, 40% white, 30% orange yellow, 20% orange, and 10% gray. So I think that color probably matches here, but the color of the plastic, not so much. Going around to our parts list here, I can see there's a whole lot of leftover parts. So a handful here, a couple there, a handful there, some there, some there, some there. Those are just polycaps, but we'll have some leftover parts. How much of those will actually be useful for the kit? I'll let you know in the review. Construction is going to go from the body to the head, to the arms, and to the feet, to the legs, to the waist, and then onto the buster binders. Back around to our color pages is finishing up the mobile suit, and then onto the backpack, just a fairly simple little backpack there, and then onto the weapons, how to equip and mount the weapons, how to use those, as well as the little beam rifle there at the end. Okay, so let's get into it. Here we have the foil stickers, and this looks a little bit problematic right off the bat. You can see there's a lot of these big gray ones, I'm guessing, to cover up some of the missing color apps for that. So that's a little bit disappointing. A little like kind of tan colored one there, and then some cameras, and that's pretty usual. That's not bad at all. And then a lot of big space of no stickers cut out, but just a big space of that. I'm guessing that's just there for in case you want to cut out more of your own little camera stickers, you can do that there. So that's why these stickers can be useful sometimes, and even if you don't really use these, it's not a bad idea to at least sometimes hang on to these, because those actually do make pretty good stickers for cameras if you want to use those. PC001 for our polycap runner here in gray. And SB6 for our beam saber effect parts. These are like the shorter beam saber effect parts for 1/144 scale kits, just molded here in clear pink. Okay, so here we got runner A, a nice big 4-color runner here from the original GMIII from 2011. We have one clear part there at the bottom for the visor, a couple of kind of orange-yellow parts there at the top for around the collar, chest vents, and the cross for the shield, some just straight up orange for everything else in between, and then some kind of light brownish color there for a few parts, including the feet and the chest as well. Runner B here, just some white parts, once again just from the original GMIII. Runner C1, once again, still from the original GMIII. We got some backpack parts, beam rifle parts, and then a whole bunch of joint parts and hand parts in standard gray color. And then we do also have a runner C2 as well, which is just a copy of this section of joint parts here. Runner D here, a nice big full orange runner, still from the original GMIII, so no new parts quite yet. But then with runner E1, we are getting into some new parts. So once again, this is still orange, but we've got new parts here specifically for the Beam Master, for the buster binders, new parts for the sides of the legs, new head, new knee armor there, and we've got 2 of this with the runner E2 for this section here. Runner F with some more new parts for the kit here in white, new chin part, new vents for the sides of the legs, new kneecaps, and then parts for the buster binders there. Runners G1 and G2 are 2 tiny little runners here. G1 is giving us a new clear visor part. These are both new runners, again, by the way. Clear visor part here in this nice kind of clear blue, and then a couple more new parts here in white. And then runner H1 here in standard gray is our parts for the Changeling rifle. Now this runner is marked specifically Changeling rifle, and there's H1, but there is no H2. I'm guessing H2 will be the other weapon attachment parts that you'll be getting with the Changeling rifle. So if you buy the Changeling rifle set just on its own, you'll get this as well as H2 runner, which will probably be kind of similar size, just more parts for this. But as far as this kit goes, you're only getting H1. So that is it for the unboxing, guys. I'm thinking that ultimately I'll probably just prefer the general design of the GMIII more than the GMIII Beam Master here, but it does look like a pretty interesting design, and we'll have to see what we can do with it. I mean, that's the challenge, to take something that we maybe don't particularly like in 100% and see how we can make it more cool. So thank you guys as always for watching. Leave any other further questions and comments down below. What do you guys think about it? Do you like the all orange or not? For me, I think it's a little bit much, but hey, we'll have to see how it comes together in the review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you then. Bye bye. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to check the kit out for yourself, you can head over to USA Gundam Store. Use that coupon code ZakuAurelius10. Save yourself 10%. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.